Egypt's capital is one of the fastest growing cities in Africa. But despite its population exploding from just 2.5 million people in 1950 to over 20 million people today, development of the city's infrastructure has lagged behind its insatiable growth. As of September 2019, Cairo has just 3 metro lines and is frequently cited as one of the world's most congested cities. Overwhelmed by the deep-rooted challenges affecting this vast urban area, the Egyptian government are now investing $58 billion in constructing the country's entire capital again, from scratch. From the Great Pyramids at Giza, formed in 2500 BC, to the Suez Canal constructed in the 19th century, and the Aswan High Dam built in the 1960s, Egypt is no stranger to megaprojects. In the wake of a 2010 study by the World Bank, which found that economic losses caused by Cairo's congestion amounted to more than 4% of Egypt's GDP, and following a period of political instability that affected the progression of infrastructure projects, the country's government took the decision to construct an entirely new capital in 2015. Located 45 kilometers east of the original Cairo, the as yet unnamed city has been under construction ever since. Set to extend over 700 square kilometers, the new city, master planned by American architecture firm Skidmore, Owings & Merrill, will be home to around 6.5 million inhabitants when it fully completes in 2050. Simulating major cities that have evolved over thousands of years, Egypt's new capital will in fact be made up from 100 different residential neighbourhoods, each with its own public square, local shops, schools and religious buildings. In all, the city will boast over 1,200 mosques and churches, 553 hospitals and clinics, 40,000 hotel rooms, and a vast theme park, set to be 4 times the size of Disneyland in California. While a high-speed rail link with Cairo is currently under construction and set to complete in late 2020, a fleet of electric buses connects the 2 settlements in the meantime. The new city has been designed with the climate in mind. Its landscaping incorporates native plant species and follows the natural contours of the land, while its buildings maximise natural ventilation as far as possible. A 90 square kilometre solar farm will provide a portion of the electricity demand. A large central park, twice the length of New York's, will form the city's green spine. The project's first phase, extending over 168 square kilometres, is set to include a business district with an 85-storey tower that will become Africa's tallest building, 20 further skyscrapers, a government quarter housing the country's 34 ministries, and the country's largest mosque and church. Despite its scale and ambition, the project to construct Egypt's new capital has not been running entirely to plan. While the first phase is now largely under construction, it remains unclear whether the innovative design intentions outlined in the master plan will be fully realised. Furthermore, the second and third phases of the project have been delayed, following Chinese investor Fortune Land Development pulling out of Phase 2, that is worth around $20 billion. Beyond funding issues, critics of the project believe it is aimed solely at Egypt's wealthy citizens. In total, the city will feature around 100,000 affordable housing units spread across 8 districts. Another concern is that much-needed financial resources are being diverted from addressing Cairo's congestion challenges, despite the original city continuing to expand. Given these factors, it is likely that Egypt's new capital will prove controversial for years, if not decades, to come. However, with works to the first phase progressing at a rapid pace, it is hoped that the city will become a true business and cultural centre as its people begin to shape its course. If you enjoyed this video and would like to get more from the definitive video channel for construction, subscribe to the B1M.